on the spot basically, and I'm not used to being put on the spot.
Does size matter? Do you prefer men to be sensitive or dominant? What's the most drunk you have ever been?
Okay, this video is getting deep and I'm questioning my inner self.
Do you still watch porn regularly, i.e. weekly?
This is so awkward, I hate this video.
I'm not getting involved.
This is so much pressure. Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel.
Once you see the first question, you'll see why I'm a bit jumpy at the start of this video.
Why?
So today we are going to do the flip side of the video we did a few weeks ago, which was when Carys asked me questions which most of you were too afraid to ask your husband.
Yes.
So I'm going to flip it. Now it's not quite 100% the same video because the majority of questions are from girls.
Yeah.
Because we asked them on your Instagram story.
Yeah.
So because we have mainly female viewers. Hi everyone. So yes, it's not really quite the same perspective, but I am interested to hear your answers. There's some really good questions.
Well, putting me on the spot basically, and I'm not used to being put on the spot because we either do a Q&A together or recently there's been the whole like asking James, asking husband, and I've just been like reading the questions and laughing. And now I'm put on the spot, I'm a bit like, ooh, but also I'm really open book, so I kind of need to rein in probably my talkingness.
And also when we do my one with you asking me questions, you kind of talk for the majority of the video.
I did.
So.
I talk a lot.
Should we just smash straight into it?
Go straight in. I feel like I need something to hug, a pillow.
They're gonna get juicier potentially, but we're gonna start with this one. Does Carys get annoyed that James speaks over her all the time? All the time.
Oh my god, I love that one to start. We always joke about this sort of thing because we get comments on it a lot. And it's one of those things I think that in everyday life, nobody notices stuff like that. Like our friends have never mentioned it, our family's never mentioned it. We are both really just opinionated and we love speaking and I've never noticed it. But once you start filming and you're put on the spot, things like that become really obvious. So I don't really notice it. I mean, I know we get some comments on it, so it must happen, but I don't notice it and I'm not there like, oh, he just spoke over me. I can't speak my mind. Like, if I want to say something, I will, and if I don't, I don't.
It's quite a difficult one when you're kind of filming in front of a
camera. You just spoke over me!
I know, I did a little bit, didn't I? I was like, I think it's quite difficult because if we didn't speak over each other, there would potentially be silence.
Yeah.
Between like, and you'd finish speaking and I'd be like, right, my turn.
And yeah.
And it's like, if you kind of think next time you have a natural conversation with your friend, there's a good chance you will overspeak each other.
Because you're passionate and you've got stuff to say and you just want to speak.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, no, I don't notice it.
Fun first question, I just thought I'd try to defend myself early on this. I think this is meant to be me, if I bought you a gift that you hated, would you tell me or would you just smile and say thank you?
Ooh.
So do you think girls in general, do you think they're like...
Well, to be fair, you are like the gift king.
I'm
you always get good
gifts.
gifts.
For your birthday.
You were, but that's because you actually forgot
I didn't forget.
amounts of presents.
We usually do
trips.
We usually do trips and stuff, you know, it's lockdown.
No, you still got me some really nice things. And honestly, like, I think, would I say something?
You wouldn't on the day?
I'm not a
week later?
I think the thing is, I'm not the type of person, I wouldn't really think like that, but then I may end up not using it or something, and then I may say later on, like, oh, I didn't actually need that, or oh, it wasn't actually that practical. But at the time, I'll think I need anything. I'll just be like, oh my god, I love it, it's so cute.
You are very, Carys is the best person to give gifts to because you're so appreciative. Do you think it's different because of the fact we share money?
Maybe.
So do you think you'd be more, because of the fact we share money, so essentially if I buy you something it's from our money, do you think you're more likely to be like, come on James, let's return it? Maybe. Especially if it's extravagant and you don't want it. If I paid like thousands of pounds or something, you're like...
we don't really do that.
No,
like we would always tell each other if we were going to do something extravagant or we would do an experience.
Okay, let's get going.
I don't know, sorry.
Next one, my bad. Does size matter?
Oh, I only realised what that meant.
Yeah.
No, I think...
Yeah.
No, definitely not. Like, I feel like it's just what you do with it.
That was a nice quick answer. Thank you, Carys.
No, honestly, it definitely doesn't. I've never really understood that. I don't know. What's the saying? It's not the size, it's the quality.
It's the hips.
It's the hip movement. Oh my god, this is so awkward. I hate this video.
I'm not getting involved.
This is so much pressure. I know. Why are you so good at just staying silent? I always help you out and join in and you're just there like, so what was that? What was that awkward comment you said? Say it again.
Does penis size matter to you, Carys?
Help me. No.
We've had, you know, we're both very open and we chat to like our mates who are in relationships and stuff, and I think the whole consensus that size really doesn't matter.
No, it really doesn't. It's literally like irrelevant. It's whatever. It's like it's so not about that. when it comes to having a good time in bed, a good sex relationship with your partner. It's so not about anything like that. It's literally about finding what works for you and communicating and all that kind of stuff.
Communication is key.
Communication is key, as we always say. Okay.
Next one. Were you ever uncomfortable with James being friends with other girls?
Right, I have to be honest here. Like, I definitely wasn't I, when I first met you? I know we've spoken about this in countless videos, but I was potentially the worst, like, psycho girlfriend. I know that's not a very nice term to use for it, but I think it was definitely what I struggled with at the beginning of our relationship. I was really, really jealous, and honestly, I look back now, and like I say in every video, it was a massive lack of self-love, self-worth. Although I seemed really confident on the outside, and I always had, I lacked everything worth and loving towards myself. And so even if James would literally stand next to a girl, my heart would be like, and all I would be thinking was, what if he finds her funnier than me? What if he finds her more attractive? And honestly, like, James is the most, like, what? Like, if you watch our videos, you'll just know James is the most, just like, you would never ever even disrespect me or do it, like, you know, you would never do that to me. And yet it didn't matter what he said, what he did, and that's how you know the issue's from within you, because it's not about, I would say at the time, like, if you were just, you know, like, every time you're on a night out, remember I used to say, like, just text me all the time and be like, I love you, or like something like that. I don't think
you were like that. You would kind of...
I was.
You would, no, but in terms of, you would be like, oh no, don't worry, you don't have to text me. And then if I didn't text you, you'd be like, hi, and then I'd be like,
well, surely if you wanted to text me, then you would have, if you've been thinking about me. And it's like, oh, it just sucks when you look back. It's so heartbreaking how it's never really about the other person unless it actually is. It's more so about you and how you value yourself and how much you love yourself, because once you love yourself, other people can love you fully and you can have the best relationship ever.
Next one.
James loves himself, that's why.
I do.
He never has this issue. Self-love.
Well, I think it's just self-love, and I think if you're worried about someone cheating on you, I know I have a really easy kind of layman term think, and I think if someone cheats on me, well, it was never meant to be, and if they cheat on me, they're not worthy of me.
Oh my god, I remember you saying this to me.
And this kind of blew your mind.
It did.
This idea that if someone cheated on you, you're then in full control to break up with that. I know it's more difficult when you have families and when you're older and stuff like that, but like in university, if someone cheats on you, you're in the power then. I just think, thank goodness this happened now, and not when, you know, I'm married to this person with 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah, that's so true. That's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking.
I remember you saying that to me on the stairs down from that little shop between our 2 flats in Exeter. I remember the exact set of stairs that you literally said those words to me on, and I don't know how. I had a realization. I was like, that is so true. All that would go through my mind is, oh my gosh, what if he cheats on me? What if he finds someone else? What if he fancies someone else? Okay, then he finds someone else and fancies someone else. It meant that you weren't meant to be, or that wasn't right.
It showed the real lack of love you have for yourself, that it almost like you didn't have the confidence then to find someone who was worthy of you. So if I was to cheat on you, you thought like I was the best you could do, when if I cheated on you, then surely not. Anyway, lots of questions. Lots of questions.
I told you I talk too much.
Sorry, right, let's fly through a couple, okay?
Okay.
Do you prefer men to be sensitive or dominant?
Oh, a bit of both.
A bit of both?
Oh, a bit of both. I really like you because you are a bit of both.
Okay,
like you're like dominant, practical James, but then at the same time you're like very sensitive. Let me hear your issues and problems.
What in the bed?
Ooh, bit of both again.
Okay.
Might want to switch it up. Monday sensitive, Tuesday dominant.
Like to switch it up. Do you feel that men have learned too much about sex from porn and it ruins the mood, the noises and faces? So I think to like men, you know, they see in porn and they want, I don't know, maybe like grab your hair or, you know, push your face into the pillow.
Yes,
I don't know.
I do have
aggression, maybe.
I do have a bit of a funny thing about porn.
And like we expect girls to make a lot of noise, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's exactly my sort of issue with porn. Is that my only issue with porn is if a boy watches porn and he wants to replicate that in the bedroom with his partner. I just don't like that, and I don't think it's necessarily healthy for people, especially younger people, boys, to be having that expectation on girls to be like doing those things or doing that, when actually it really should be whatever works for you. I think porn can be used in a very, you know, healthy way, into if you, you know, sort of watch it, but don't bring it too much into the bedroom to a position, what's the word, where it makes your partner uncomfortable or whatever.
I think like you said, the issue with porn is that it may kind of often, especially for young boys, makes sex feel like it's not good in terms of like, this isn't what they did on porn.
Or it doesn't seem like this on porn. Whereas that's very separate from how it's actually going to go in the bedroom. And again, if you're using it as a comparison, not good. And if it's stopping you from communicating or putting pressure on any part of that side of your relationship, then I think it can be really hard and really challenging for both people. Not just the girl, but the boy as well, if he's feeling like he's a failure because it's not going the way it did in
like if the girls aren't making the noise he wants to, and he feels
definitely.
I must be doing something wrong, and you
100%.
do. Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, I do have that issue with porn in that way.
What's the most drunk you have ever been?
Oh my god.
Loads. But can we do the story of you in uni?
Oh. What was that one?
When you broke your collarbone.
Ah! Crikey. Yeah, that was a bad one. So what was I was literally just dancing on the way home
You did a forward roly-poly.
A forward roly-poly, cartwheel.
You did something. And then
oh my god, it's all coming back to me.
Shall I tell the story?
Yeah. Well, I was obviously too drunk, I can't remember.
Well, I had a drunken phone call from Carys, and like I was quite bad at uni because Carys was going through a stage of being quite self-conscious.
Yeah.
And you were kind of you kind of always needed me around because of the lack of self-love you had for yourself, and so Carys phoned me up drunk, being like, "Oh, I've really hurt my arm. And I was like, I was thinking a little bit kind of like Boy Who Cries Wolf. So anyway, I trot over to Carys's flat, and she's in bed, with her arm here, and she's like, "I've hurt my arm," and she'd done like a forwards roll or a cartwheel or something,
and tripped over the curb
on the way home from a night out at university. And then I was like, "It's okay," and I was like, I feel terrible about it. Because I was like, "Oh, Kaz, just go to sleep. We can check it out in the morning." Because also, Carys is incredibly good at pain. Really, and she was drunk, which helps. And so sitting there going, "Ow, my arm hurts." The fact that you broke your collarbone.
I know.
And then we took you to A&E the next morning because he was still in agony when he was,
I couldn't move it when I woke up. I was like, ow.
So we took you to A&E and she broke her collarbone and you were in a sling. And you couldn't fight, could you?
No.
It was like terrible for you.
I was ages. Yeah, for ages that took to recover. And I still have issues now.
You just started your Instagram account. So if anyone goes really far back on Carys's Instagram,
you can see me
she's there posting in her leggings and her gym gear with a sling.
Oh my god, that is so true. Oh, that's such a good story. I completely forgot about that.
But many other times, Carys.
Many other times, yes. I've only spewed once, so that must have been the worst time. So we won't go into detail with that one.
It may have been in a car. Our car.
The one that we own now. Quite recently.
If you were absolutely in love with a baby name that James wasn't keen on, would you use it?
I don't think I could be absolutely in love with a name that you weren't keen on. I think, no, in terms of whenever we've talked about baby names, if I want to bring one up and you're not keen on it, I just kind of blow over it. Yeah, because I just want to find one that we really like. But I think, honestly, if there was a name that you really liked, then you definitely talk to your partner and just like try and work it out.
If you were so in love with it, then I become more in love with it.
Yeah. So there's ones that you've said that I've then been throughout the conversation thinking about, and then towards the end of the conversation I'll be like, "Oh my god, no, we're having that one. I love it."
And the same the other way around. Do you still watch porn regularly, i.e. weekly?
I don't. No, I don't.
Is that it?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to. By saying that, I think I was being so hesitant because I didn't want to make it. I didn't want people to feel like it was necessarily a bad thing if they did. So I didn't want to end it with "I don't know," but then also I couldn't think of anything else to say because the answer to the question is I don't know. I don't necessarily want to encourage people to, but I would never want to discourage people to. It's literally whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. I think, as long as you're using it in a way that's...
No, but this isn't meant to be advice giving.
I know, but I always feel the need to give it.
But I'm interested. You don't. Do girls your age, do you think, without dobbing names in, do girls you know...
I don't know.
Your age watch porn?
Me and my friends, we never speak about it in terms of, we speak about a lot of stuff that's deep and like that. And because of the fact it's not
your two main girlfriends are in long-term relationships, living with their partners. Mm-hmm. But you wonder if girls our age, I don't know, do girls our age who aren't in relationships watch porn regularly? I don't know.
If any of you are confident enough to say below, I would love to hear that, because that is actually a really good question. I genuinely don't know.
You have been in a long-term relationship, and your two main girlfriends have been in long-term relationships for years. So.
Yeah. But even if you are in a long-term relationship, it might still be a weekly or however.
I don't know.
But it might just, I don't know. I feel like it's different for everyone and different for... I don't know.
Would you say if you weren't satisfied with sex?
Yes. In terms of, especially at the beginning of our relationship, I think we were quite openly vocal with each other. I mean, it was only a couple of things we used to say to each other, but we're always been, I'll try to be quite open and honest with each other. And all I can say is honestly just do it, because it works really well, and you're literally going to create the best sex life you can have with your partner by being open and honest. So I've never been the type of person to like fake an orgasm or like bother doing that.
She hasn't.
Oh no,
it was tough at the start.
No, she hasn't. I succeed. No. I keep forgetting the questions. What was that one again?
Would you say if you weren't satisfied with sex? So yes, you would.
Yeah, I would. But then I wouldn't bother being like, you know, writing a blooming list and like making them feel bad and being like, that was not up to scratch, because sometimes people just, you know, it might be an off day for you, it might be an off day for them. You might not be as in the mood or whatever.
I think once you get into a long-term relationship, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I would know if it didn't go well, and Carys would know if it didn't go well.
Yeah, because if I'm not...
When you're in a long-term relationship, unless it's happened numerous times in a row, there's not really a need to talk about it, in my opinion. But then early on in relationships, when you're getting to learn about each other and what each other likes and stuff, then it's good to like, really communicate after.
Yeah.
Next one. Do you ever dress up to impress other boys and girls?
Ooh.
So is this still something you do when you're married?
I don't even have many nice clothes anymore that I would dress up in. As in, like, I have loads of clothes, but, like, I don't even dress up. Like, I don't go anywhere nice.
You don't have a reason to dress up,
no.
essentially.
But you may dress up day to day. That question could just be, like, genuinely, like, dressed up now with my hair and my nails and everything. Like, who am I doing that for?
How come you put your hair extensions in?
I don't know. Like,
what's going on?
Yeah, it's a good question.
You put your hair extensions in the last video, and there were a lot of comments saying like, "Why have you put your hair extensions in? We like you with short hair." Not that you should do what other people want, but I'm asking you. You had your hair extensions out.
Yeah.
Like, I love your short hair. You love your short hair. Everyone loved your short hair. How come you now put your extensions in? We're all challenging Carys here on her self-love.
Well, it's
not to put her under pressure.
It's only a little clip-in bobble, so it's very easy to put in and out.
Okay.
I think I like a change. So like, because my hair's very thin, I only have one hairstyle that I feel confident to wear it in, which is like blow dried and down. So if it's the day after I've washed my hair and it's not blow dried and it's quite thin and quite scraggly, and I want to tie it in a pony, but as you know, my pony's like this, and it's like...
It's cute. I love your little pony.
I know, but then do you know what the real answer is? I still am really self-conscious about my hair, and as much as I absolutely do love myself, and if hair extensions didn't exist, I would like to believe that I still loved myself fully. 90% of the time, I do not wear my hair extensions. It's a very rare occasion, but it does happen to be I think on sit-down videos I wear them just because it's like, I'm dressing up for a sit-down. But like,
I guess
why?
You like, just like why you used to dye your hair quite often.
Yeah,
because you kind of like, you just like looking different, don't you?
Yes, I really do, and I'm very. I think it's because I don't do makeup, so I don't change my eyeshadow or do anything extravagant with my makeup. I look exactly the same with my makeup every time. I've always had the same makeup routine. The only way I can change how I look is basically by changing my hair or my little nails.
I just thought that's my question.
Yeah, no, it's a good question.
Which has nothing to do with this Q&A. But yeah, we've gone back now.
I think everyone does in a sense. I think you dress up to feel different, to feel confident, to look good, and I think that's okay as long as it's not you're dressing up to impress a specific boy. If you're in a relationship, then it might be too far.
So you do that?
No.
No, you do dress up to, like, you dress
impress
up to...
people in general, maybe. It's a weird way
to explain it like that.
Like, do I?
I guess you dress up because it's the society norm. Like, if you
that's horrible.
If you go out to a restaurant with your friends, you're gonna dress up for yourself and for others. It's just society norm. Anyway, I don't know.
It's a weird question because, like, I don't really know, but you don't want to kind of think that it's for others, do you? But then why would you bother? It kind of is for others, but then I guess that's normal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
good
question.
One. Does a man's body count matter to you? Like, if we were to break up, we got together quite young.
If we were what?
Just
to break up.
Body count.
Oh, if we were to break up and I was to be fine. No.
No.
I don't think so. No, I don't really. Yeah. I would never have thought to ask somebody, especially maybe not at this age.
Do you think that's because now, though, we've been in a relationship for so long, you wouldn't think about it? Because
yeah,
at the start,
I was just thinking that.
Discuss it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I wouldn't think about it now, but that's because obviously I haven't thought about it in like 6 years. But maybe if I maybe I would. I think I would. I'm very nosy, so I think I would be the type of person to ask.
Do you think you'd be shocked if it was high or low? Like, do you think...
Actually, you know what? I can't lie. I think I would be upset if it was high. I think that's going to be naturally my sort of unself-loving personality seeping back in that would just project my jealousy in terms of I might struggle in thinking if they've had so many partners, I bet one of them was prettier than me, or I bet one, you know.
Do you think that's because you heavily associate sex with love with other people may not? In terms of you would only have sex with people that you kind of at least very much like. I don't think you're the type of person to have.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it, but you're not necessarily the type of person to have a one night stand. So whenever you think of high body count, as people call it, you think of them being in love that many times.
Yeah. You're so right.
So maybe that's why you struggle with it when other people don't, because maybe people who have themselves a high body count know that it's not love.
But yes, nailed it. Okay, this video is getting deep, and I'm questioning my inner self.
Last one. Do you still check out other guys? Be careful now, guys.
No.
Do you do the double take?
Sometimes, but like I feel like I don't.
Shark events.
I don't. Or on Instagram. Do I? Not very often, because I'm extremely personality driven, and unfortunately I feel like I'm more judgy than checky out in terms of if I see someone like with a really good body or really attractive, and I'm like, he's probably not that nice. Which is really mean.
You see someone with a really good body, you're like, I spent too long in the gym.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I couldn't keep up with that anyway.
I like chocolate too much.
Literally. But if...
Really bad stereotype judging.
I know, it's awful. But then if I spoke to them and they were like really nice and really funny, then I just tell you though.
You'd be like, oh my god.
Look at me. This is shocking. But then if I say to them and they're like really nice.
Gym Shark boys.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I do, but like I said, I'm too judgy on the personality.
Okay.
But then when I meet someone, but then I know that I just like explain it to you, and so I'm like, oh my god, he's literally perfect. Yeah. He's like this. I don't even say it. I would never think like, I want to be with you.
We joke about it all the time.
I just can't wait to tell James. Like when we met Matt Does Fitness, I was like, he's got the best body and he's like the nicest person ever. Like, how does that person exist?
I was there when we met him.
I know, but I still have to run over and tell you. We love Matt Does Fitness. He's so nice.
Good chat. That's the end of that convo. I'm really pleased that I didn't get involved very much, because I feel like if we did, this would have been about a 45-minute video. So I'm quite happy that I kind of sat back and just left you to it there.
I was literally chatting.
You just kept going.
I didn't like that. We're not doing another one of them. I like it when it's both of us talking.
Or just me, but you getting involved, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I am an open book, but I think it was the intense stare from you. So like I would say something, and then because James would be on the other end going...
Everyone could see what I was doing.
God,
I wouldn't say
is he saying...
I would say it was a stare of love.
Is he saying, did I say the wrong thing? So I started questioning myself and all my answers.
I think you did a really good job. I really enjoyed that. I felt fine though. I felt comfortable.
Yeah, of course you did. Well, we're putting you on the spot next because we're filming something else.
So that's it from us guys in this video. If you enjoyed, please give the video a like. Leave us a comment below on your thoughts.
Yes, any of the questions, any answers. Just if you're confident enough to leave them below, because I love hearing your answers. And honestly, there's no right or wrong answers. I never want these questions to make anybody feel guilty if they weren't the answer that you were expecting or whatever. So yeah, I just want...
There's no right or wrong. That's the thing. If you're asking for your specific personal opinion, then that's kind of what you're going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, thanks so much for subscribing if you're new. Turn on your notifications. We shall see you very soon. Thank you so much, guys.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. Always. Bye.
Bye.